Hello and welcome to another review by Flight Sim Global. I'm Tom and today we will be taking a look at the TFDI design Boeing 717-200. The 717 started life out as a project by McDonnell Douglas known as the MD-95 and is a relative of the Douglas DC-9. ValueJet placed their first order for the type in 1995 and entered service in 1999 with ValueJet, now known as AirTran, as the 717 since Boeing bought McDonnell Douglas in 1997. Only 156 were built and 154 continue to fly today. TFDI Design's 717 released in December 2016, which is quite a way away from the date this review is released. Initially, the 717 was a very disappointing product and completely unusable for many people who purchased it. Low frame rates combined with simulator crashes, along with many features missing, made early adopters feel cheated. I received my review copy in January and had similar thoughts. I had low performance with the plane and a number of features were buggy or non-existent. Fortunately, the developer team at TFDI acknowledged this was not what they intended and took full responsibility and promised to make things right. Due to TFDI's accountability on the matter, rapid release schedule with large changelogs, this being TFDI's first aircraft and the plane performing better and better in my own sim, I decided to hold off on the review and give TFDI a chance to get this aircraft to a state closer to what the community would expect. As of now, I feel like I made the right call, as this is now a great aircraft to fly in version 1.0.9.0 onwards. Starting with externals, the aircraft looks phenomenal. Every little bump and rivet is visible, and the way the light interacts with the fuselage is sure to please. Animations of all moving parts are smooth and appear to be the proper speeds compared to the real-world counterparts. At the time of review, a paint kit is planned to be released after all updates to the aircraft have been completed to avoid conflicts with external model updates. This is expected in version 1.1 of the aircraft. There are a number of liveries on TFDI's website downloads page though. While it doesn't make the aircraft unusable, getting up close to the plane I did notice that the rivets seem to be a bit more pronounced than they appear on the real plane, as well as some clipping with the flaps on the wing. These are both items that are planned on being addressed in the upcoming exterior updates, and I will make note in the description when that update is released. A fact some don't know about the DC-9, MD-80, and 90 family is that a large portion of the control surfaces aren't directly controlled. Instead, the surfaces have smaller control surfaces on them that fly the larger one. This is why these aircraft can commonly be seen with the elevators sticking upwards while on the ground. The elevators have a higher weight in the forward sections that cause it to droop when there is not enough airflow over the surface to push it into a neutral position, thus raising the rear portion. This style of control motion is modeled in TFDI's 717. In the cockpit, MD-11 pilots should feel right at home. The cockpit is very similar to the MD-11, but with more modernizations and one less engine to worry about. The textures show appropriate wear in places one should expect. The control columns can be removed to give a better view of the gauges, and a fair amount of attention was given to smaller details. TFDI also added a tablet that allows users to select external connections, set up shared cockpit, view PDF documents such as charts, and bring up aircraft status and view loading data. For the main displays and FMC, clicking on each of the screens brings up a 2D pop-up panel, for those who prefer viewing those. I haven't been able to test the shared cockpit feature as I do not personally know anyone else who has the 717. System-wise, the 717 is very hands-off, as computers take care of most of the system's management. Startup is a quick process and you can have it done automatically through a single click on the tablet if you don't want to go through the process. Some aspects of the FMC are similar in functionality and logic to that of an Airbus aircraft, while others are more like Boeing, making for an interesting mix. It also appears to be mostly complete, with more being added or changed each time I see a new changelog, but at the time of review I can't pick up on anything that would hamper a normal circumstances flight. While not being a 717 pilot myself, I did my best to compare timings of engine response and other systems based on whatever videos I could find online. Most seemed to be spot on. The sounds for the aircraft are simply stunning. TFDI has cooperated with Turbine Sound Studios to bring the aircraft to life both inside and outside. Every switch, button, and knob in the cockpit has a sound, and the engines have a nice bassy roar on start. Though at the end of the start sequence, the engine suddenly gets very quiet as it goes into its standard idle sounds. Night lighting on the 717 is very atmospheric and appears to be accurate to the real-world version. The interior has a nice glow in the cockpit, and lettering stands out from the surrounding darkness. This is especially nice in Prepared version 4 with dynamic lighting. The 717 is available for Prepared version 4 as part of the Community Opt-in Beta program that TFDI has. The aircraft performs great in both FSX and Prepared version 4, however I was not able to test Prepared version 3 as I do not own a copy of it. With a rocky start to a winning product, the 717 has had a wild ride. As of now, most that just want to have a fun aircraft to hop in and do full flight planning will have a great time. It seems that only those that are incredibly familiar with the underlying quirks and nuances of the 717 will notice anything out of place. That said, the updates are still coming, and TFDI's accountability and response rate on their forum make it hard to think about not getting this aircraft. I would also say that the price is reasonable. At $60 it comes in under other high-fidelity aircraft, and you get a lot of bang for your buck. I would like to thank you for watching this review of the TFDI 717. Have any comments or questions about the aircraft? Feel free to leave a comment. As always, happy landings.